April 1986. The explosion of Reactor 4 at Chernobyl did more than just scar the Soviet landscape. It released a radioactive cloud that paid no heed to national borders. As Europe scrambled to destroy contaminated crops and dispose of tainted livestock, a different kind of calculation was being made thousands of miles away in Mexico City. This is not just a story of a disaster, but a study of institutional ethics. How did the poison of a Ukrainian reactor end up in the breakfast bowls of Mexico's most vulnerable children? In the mid-1980s, Mexico's food security was managed by a state agency known as CONASUPO. Between 1986 and 1987, they saw an unprecedented opportunity in the global market. Ireland, whose pastures had been significantly affected by the Chernobyl fallout, was sitting on a surplus of powdered milk. The European Economic Community had set strict safety limits. Cesium-137 levels were not to exceed 370 becquerels per kilogram. Much of the Irish supply far exceeded this. While other nations rejected the milk as radioactive waste, Mexican officials negotiated a massive discount. Analytically, this was presented as a cost-saving measure for a struggling economy. Ethically, it was the beginning of a profound betrayal. The contamination did not go unnoticed. Admiral Manuel Rodriguez Gordillo of the Mexican Navy began to observe a strange pattern of illnesses among his crew after they consumed the state-provided milk. He ordered a laboratory analysis, which revealed cesium-137 levels dozens of times higher than the international safety threshold. His report was unequivocal. The milk was unfit for human consumption. Yet, instead of a recall, the response was silence. The admiral was marginalized, his findings were classified, and the distribution continued. It forces us to reflect. What is the value of institutional honor when it is preserved at the expense of public health? The contaminated milk was distributed through government programs to the poorest sectors of society. Families who relied on state aid to feed their children. In the years that followed, pediatric hospitals in Mexico reportedly saw a disturbing rise in cases of childhood leukemia and other radiation-linked cancers. Statistics from this era remain difficult to verify, as many files were sealed or destroyed. But the pain of the families was real. This was a rupture of the social contract, when a state, tasked with nourishing its people, knowingly provides them with toxins. The damage to the national psyche is as lasting as the radiation itself. The CONASUPO scandal was officially investigated in the late 1990s, but few were ever held truly accountable. Today, this event stands as a somber reminder of the dangers of placing economic convenience over human life. It invites us to consider that the most dangerous element released from Chernobyl wasn't cesium-137, but the silence that allowed it to travel halfway across the world. Reflection is our only protection against history repeating itself. Thank you for joining us as we uncover these difficult yet necessary chapters of our shared past.